going on, college football fans? It's Kspadetheprospect. I'm back today with a brand new episode of It's All About the U, and this is the final game of the season for us, man. This year has been crazy. It's been some ups, it's been some downs. We was trying to adjust to life after Brad Kaya, but we got some seniors out here who definitely want to leave on a high note. Shout out to Kendrick Norton, Sheldrick Redwine. We got a lot of guys over here that this is their last game. And then how fitting for this Orange Bowl to be against LSU. I remember what happened in the Sugar Bowl in the Dome. I'm sure they want to get revenge for that. I'll meet you guys down on the field. Cut this up, put it on repeat. We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we grinning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog. I ain't have a lot of shit back in my younger days. Had my daddy's temper, hidden up under my mama's ways. So I got laughed at, looked over, stepped on. Without any further ado, we get down to the field where the crowd is very pro LSU. Very pro LSU out here in this crowd. The Orange Bowl is definitely like a consolation prize. We felt like we had a really nice team coming into this year. We had high expectations and high hopes. We wanted to play for a national championship. We went out there and lost a couple of games. We rebounded. We had some ugly wins, but we rebounded. So we're back out here trying to finish the season off the right way. Mark Walton did not win the Heisman. He finished third in the Heisman race. If I'm not mistaken, the Heisman winner is Deshaun Kaiser, quarterback of still undefeated, #1 ranked team in the nation, Notre Dame. And they are, oddly enough, one of our losses. The Canes come out on 3rd and 5 right here. Call out the screenplay, throw it to Mark Walton, who is doing everything in his power to make sure he's not brought down until he picks up the first. As the drive continues, Rozier operating from the gun, throwing the quick slant to one of his favorite targets, John Rice. And we've seen John Rice. We've also seen Clark. Both of these two receivers step up their game big this year, even though the passing threat wasn't the same. Now, they came in, under the strong arm quarterback of Brad Kaya, and things changed this year. The whole offense basically changed. Those two guys still, look at Malik. Come on, Malik. Tighten up, bro. Tighten up. But anyway, both of those guys still brought it game in and game out. Their numbers are down, but they bought into the new team game plan. And sometimes Rozier gets a little errant with his passes. Now, tight end David Njoku, who's also a senior, does an amazing job to make sure that is a catch on that pass play, and the drive continues. So Miami's offense come out on his first drive. They're moving the ball well. Here's another senior that actually got his role reduced even more this year. We anticipated them running Jarvis Williams a lot more this year. That's not what we saw. On 3rd and short, though, Mark Walton is stuffed just shy of the first down marker. It's going to be 4th and short. We have seen Mark Richt do this time and time again throughout the year. You definitely want to set the tone here in this bowl game. He goes no huddle, gets the offense back to the line, and LSU get the big heavies up. Everybody's in the box. They're looking to stop the run, and that's exactly what they do. Mark Walton is stuffed before he can gain a yard. Miami's going to have this great drive. I mean, amazing drive all the way down the field. Just pooped away. They come away with nothing. Not 3, not 6, nothing. LSU offense is going to take over in the shadow of their own goalpost, and they come out and they try to establish the run. It's tough to pass when you're that close to your own end zone. So they come out behind the running of Darius Geis, and he comes out here, and this kid is eating. He's eating. Now, I don't know if you guys saw it. If I'm not mistaken, in the beginning of this video, it showed LSU to be like a top 10 ranked rushing offense in the nation. So these guys come out here, they run the football, and Geis is the reason. Like this dude right here, a lot of people felt like he was the better back when Fournette was still there. So, I mean, the hype is there, and he looks like he's ready to deliver a big game out here, and probably the biggest game of his career thus far. 1st and 10 for LSU. Now look at this. Now they got, I don't even know who this dude is, Brosette. They got another running back in here gashing Miami. That's 12 yards on the play. The defense better get right, or it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. On 2nd down, we finally get a look at the quarterback, and man, we ain't the only one that got a look. The Miami defensive line gets back there, hits Brandon Harris, forces the fumble, and luckily LSU was able to recover that. I'm not even sure how they got that back. You can see Big Moten, 95, come diving in at the end of that play. I really thought he was going to pick up the loose ball. I don't know how he didn't get it. LSU recovers, but it is 3rd and 17. So the defense, once again, looked like they ready to bail out the Miami offense. Harris drops back to pass out of the gun. It's a flag on the field. He takes a shot down the field. He's picked off by the senior. That's Sheldrick Redwine on the interception. This kid pretty much scared opposing quarterbacks all year. They didn't really want to throw his way. The flag will be against Miami. Senior Kendrick Norton in the backfield a little early. Got an offside penalty. You're going to give LSU another shot on a more manageable 3rd and 12, and they pick it up. Man, if you Redwine, that got to hurt. That's got to hurt. Now, Redwine didn't see a lot of action this year. He has definitely earned a reputation as a lockdown corner, and as a result of that, a lot of opposing quarterbacks targeted Ryan Mays, and that's the reason why Ryan Mays won the Thorpe Award this year. Like, they kept picking on him. They would rather pick on him than Sheldrick Redwine, and you see why. Another 3rd down for LSU. No pressure was on the quarterback at all. He stands calmly in the pocket, delivers a strike, but he wanted the receiver to make a play, break a tackle, and he didn't do it. So even though they had a great drive, LSU comes off the field with only 3 points. So if you're the Miami defense, you're still a little pissed off that that interception doesn't stand, but you feel good getting this team off the field, only giving up 3 points. And the Miami offense got to feel pretty good too, because they know they just drove all the way down the field. The only reason why they didn't get 3 is because they didn't want to settle. 3rd down for Rozier. Goes back to one of his favorite targets, John Rice on the slant. That's going to be a 1st and 10. Rice in the slot is really, he's tough to defend, man, because the guy is tall, he can jump like crazy, and he's fast. So Miami made the decision to put him in the slot. Oh my God, look at this. They didn't put him in the slot because he wasn't good enough to be a 2. They put him in the slot because he's a matchup nightmare, and so far it's paid off. Derek Clark, the big-time possession receiver, comes through with a reception there. So on 3rd and 9, why not just go back to the tight end, David Njoku, 13 yards on the pickup. This kid is going to play on Sunday someday, not just in the game, in real life. Like, the dude is a beast. They was talking about they can't wait to see what this kid does at the combine. On 3rd and short, Walton is gobbled up in the backfield again. This time, Mark Richt says, you know what? We're not coming away with nothing. We'll take 3. So here we go. Under 2 minutes before the half, both teams knotted up at 3, and Brandon Harris gets out of the pocket, gets loose a little bit. They're going to have to keep an eye on that guy. Just might have to spot this kid. 1st and 10 for Harris, operating from the gun. Nice read, check down to the receiver, who breaks a tackle, picks up a few more after the initial contact. LSU look like they want to score again. They want to get another score. Geis with a strong run, probably about 6-7 yards on the play, real close to a 1st down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and inches. LSU will pick it up easily. 1st and 10 later in that drive, they go back to the air. You want your receiver to get out of bounds if you can. Great tackle to keep him in bounds. The clock continues to tick. 2nd and short. Harris is going to drop back the pass, throw one across the middle. I don't know where the coverage was at. The wide receiver was wide open. Great read, great pass. Great tackle from Miami, I guess. Now, you get him down. It's 1st and goal from about the 1. I don't know if stopping them is a good thing because the clock is going to continue to run. And if they do score, you're shortening the amount of time that you can get back on the field and try to make a score for yourself. On the very next play, Scott Harvey with the reception. Now we got a situation out here. Now we got a 10-3 game going into the half. Miami got the ball first, which means that LSU gets it back to start the 2nd half. If they score on that possession, we got a situation out here, y'all. We got a situation. Let's see how the 3rd quarter will start. Of course, LSU comes out and hands it off to Geis. Why not? I mean, this dude is probably averaging 5 or 6 a pop. Oh my God, but the hardest hitting backer in collegiate football, Demetrius Jackson, has made a reputation for himself. This dude always swings the big hammer. As you can see what I'm saying right there. Big time hit. Geis took it though. Geis took it like an OG. LSU continues to drive. Harris with a quick pass to the tight end, almost picked off by the linebacker Jackson. He actually jumped the route and just couldn't make the catch. On 2nd down, Harris with another pass in traffic. This time he is intercepted. Redwine comes up with an interception. This one will stand. This should be his 2nd interception of the day. Of course, the first one was negated by a defensive offsides penalty. And this senior knows this is his last game representing the U. He came out here to play. What a big-time interception. They needed that. I told you, man, coming out in this 2nd half, if LSU scores right there, this game might be over, but he gives the offense another opportunity. Let's see what they're going to do with it. 1st and 10 right here. Walton gets a little bit of a lane up the middle, gets 5 yards before he's brought down to the turf. They really doing a great job against Walton. Like, he's really not getting anything.
But kudos to the coaching staff, because even though it's not really working, they're staying with it, and them doing that is keeping the defense honest. 3rd and short for Rozier. The pressure was getting there. He released it just at the nick of time. Big time reception for Jason Childress, who gets in the end zone for his first score today. This score right here ties the game back up. We got 3 minutes left in the third. We got a game tied up at 10 apiece, and we got 2 teams out here that's fighting. Like, neither one of these teams want to leave this field today without being the Orange Bowl champs. Big time hit right here going across the middle. When I tell you about these backers, bro, I don't even know if that was Jackson. We get another look at this one right here. The tight end comes across the middle, and that was McCray right there, ready to lower the boom on the fella. 2nd and 5. Harris don't see what he want to see downfield. Takes off running. He is a dual threat quarterback. Beautiful run. 17 yards on the pickup before being brought down. He is averaging 6 yards to carry. I think Geis is averaging about 6 yards to carry. This is why this is a top 5, a top 10 rushing offense in the nation. Like, this is why they got so many weapons, so many ways to attack the defense, and Miami's struggling with it on this drive. Harris breaking tackles, and even after being wrapped up by a big guy, keeping the feet driving, falling forward, picking up 2 yards on that play. 3rd and short later in that drive. He takes a strike at the end zone. The band starts playing the music. The referees signal that that's a touchdown. Oh my God, bro. I want to see this again because I don't know how this kid got that open. Wow. Looked like a touchdown. I was ready to, give it up. We get another look at it, and when you go back and look, he only needs 1 foot in. It looks like his foot is down, but you can see, I guess he was still in the air. I don't know, man. All I know is the referee came back and said the ruling on the field has been overturned. That was 3rd down. That means that LSU has to settle for 3. We've got 1 more quarter of football, folks, and we got a 3-point game. 2 teams is out here leaving it all on the field. Miami's offense is out here on the drive. Let's see what they do. Going forward on 4th down, you got Rice with a beautiful move after the catch. Picking up a few more, getting 10 yards on the reception, keeping the drive alive. That's the 2nd time we've seen Miami go forward on 4th down. That time they don't regret it, and this drive continues. Now, down 3 points, they could have punted it there, but I guess they felt like it was time to strike, and it seems to work out. 1st and 10, they go back to Walton on the screenplay. Walton has nothing but green in front of him, but look at 4-9. Big 49 looked like a defensive tackle. He was right on Walton's heels for the entire play. Still a big pickup. On 2nd and 10, Rozier takes a strike to the end zone. Guess who's on the receiving end of this play? Josh Horn. This is the reserve quarterback that was recruited. He is a Iron Man. The guy plays offense, defense, quarterback, wide receiver, safety, cornerback. He can do it all. That's his first score of the season, and man, what a big time to get it. In a bowl game, ran a hell of a route, beautiful pass. Folks, it's 17-13 out here. Canes look like they want this one. Big time hit right here on Geis. He goes down for the 1-yard loss. Demetrius Jackson ain't playing no games either, y'all. Like, if we can get some of these underclassmen to come back next year, plus the class we got coming in, woo! I mean, I don't want to jump too far in the future. I'm just saying. 3rd and short, all the time in the world for Harris. You can't give him that much time. Of course, he finds the receiver wide open across the middle, who fights for more yardage at the end of that play. 30 yards on the pickup. Later in that drive, Geis has a great hole. He's running the football as hard as he was when the game just started. 10 yards on the pickup. Now look, LSU is inside the red zone. Harris drops back the pass, throws one. Beautiful deflection right there. Beautiful. We see you 1-3. Big time deflection. 3rd and 6. Harris drops back the pass. Look at this right here. All the time in the world. Takes a shot to the wrong side of the end zone. That is Redwine again with his 3rd interception of the day. The stat sheet will tell you that's only the 2nd, but it's technically his 3rd interception of the day. I don't know why LSU kept trying this kid. Maybe it's because Mays just won the thought they was going away from Mays. I don't know. But Redwine, what a game. 3 picks by the senior. Man, you NFL teams, y'all better come scoop this dude up, man. If this ain't a first-round talent, I don't know what it is. Miami ends the season in dramatic fashion. Hard-fought game. Once again, the defense came to play. Big-time play from the defense saved Miami today, and they get out of here as the Orange Bowl champs. Let's go. I know I got this video going up kind of late on this Friday night. I want to remind you guys, Saturday, I want to say, let's say 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm sure I'll tweet it out, but I'm going to go live to do the off-season stuff. I want you guys to come through so I can create some of y'all. I hope it ain't a whole bunch of y'all. because I don't want to create like the entire recruiting class, but definitely I want to get as many of y'all in the game as possible. I appreciate you guys supporting this series. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop that like for me. I'll see you guys Saturday, man. I'm out. Peace.